Will a woman ever coach in the NHL? Got the ball for the locker room, and let's get right into it. Jessica Campbell made a lot of waves. She was behind the bench for the Seattle Kraken in a preseason game against the Calgary Flames, and even Corey Chiveri was a guest coach for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and she's currently the head coach for the PWHL's Montreal franchise. And getting back to Campbell, she is not adverse to making waves. She became the first woman to coach at the AHL level, helping the Coachella Valley Firebirds get to the Calder Cup finals, and then in 2022 for the WIHF, she helped coach on the German men's team. With a lot of women making waves in the NHL, could you feasibly see in the next decade or so a woman being a coach at the NHL level? You're seeing a lot of women taking front office jobs, specialty coaching jobs, helping out in preseason and training camps. I don't think we're that far away from eventually seeing a female on a coaching staff. But is that a good thing? There's a lot of people that argue that a woman should not be in that type of environment. My personal opinion is this: if they can manage the game, they can bring good strategies, help get the best out of their players, I don't see no problem with it. If this was back in the 70s or 80s or something of that manner, I would probably say no. But with how the culture and the mentality has shifted, I do think women will have a good opportunity to succeed at the NHL level with coaching opportunities. We're seeing a lot of that old school way of coaching go the way of the dinosaur. I mean, you're not seeing too many disciplinarians at the NHL level right now. You got to get player coaches. Teams are far more focused on the mental health and not just the on-ice performance of their players. Now, are there some difficulties with a woman in a coaching staff? I mean, yeah, there's going to be probably a little bit of awkwardness for some players, but at the end of the day, when you're working somebody 24/7 and it becomes like a second family, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. There's a lot of good, creative, and intelligent hockey minds that do come from women that could definitely benefit some of these players. I myself, when I was younger, went to a power skating coach, and she was a woman, and she was fantastic. She helped me get to a whole different gear and improve my game. I just don't think those barriers are gonna exist for much longer. And another argument I have seen is that, well, women have never played at the NHL level. Well, to be fair, I don't think they ever will. I don't think there will be a woman that has a long-term career at the NHL level, and I'm not just saying some of the publicity stunts that have happened in years prior. It's just the physical difference is just too much for most women. But I will say this: when I'm looking at some of these head coaches, it's not like all of them had decorated NHL careers. I mean, you're even seeing coaches in their early 30s who never really had any level of NHL play and just played in the minors, and some didn't even play at a very high minors level, come in and be successful head coaches. So why would I gatekeep a woman from having an opportunity to help my team when there's male coaches that have not played at the NHL level as well? I just think that's kind of backwards logic. Times are definitely changing, and with how players' mental health is such a big priority and just the way players are coached today's day and age, I think a woman would be completely fine coaching at the NHL level and could definitely be a nice boost to some of these staffs. Just because a woman has not played at the NHL level doesn't mean she doesn't have a great hockey mind and couldn't help an NHL franchise get to that next level or get over the hump. But I'd be interested to know your thoughts down below. Do you think a woman will be in the NHL coaching in the next decade or so? I'd like to know your thoughts down below. Cat the ball. See you in the next one.